Good morning, everyone. We are honored to have one of the finest minds in education to this conversation. We have Dr. Harpreet Kaur, Principal for Allenhouse Public School, Panki. It is a great privilege to have you here, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
And we hope your journey to school was comfortable in this coaching 8.
Yes, it was.
Oh, okay. So moving on to the questions, Riti. Ma'am, can you tell me what is your vision for the future of education?
Okay, when we talk of vision, right, be it education or any other sphere that we are talking about, vision is a long-term goal. So in the fast-moving world, as we are able to see today, and young learners like you, smart learners like you, who are quite confident enough to have podcast session with, as you said, the finest minds in education, like you're talking to the principal or to the director. So we can see it in the first instance, how smart are the people like you. So to train, to nurture, and to give education to smart individuals like you and so many. And it is very important to train you all in such a manner that you become the future citizens of tomorrow. Like we are growing in a very fast-moving global world. So when it comes on to training, when it comes on to learning, in fact, with all global citizens like you all are, so my vision as far as education is concerned is that education should move ahead, taking all the young minds in loop in such a manner that we are apt, to balance ourselves both with the traditions, values, along with the best education practices all over the world. So this is my vision, to balance between values, traditions, and the best educational practices.
All right, I'm very well said, ma'am. Okay, so ma'am, according to you, how do you define a successful student?
Now, to define a successful student, if you say, there are different parameters. We don't now only think about marks. We don't now only talk about grades. Now, what we look at are skills. That is why if you talk of CBSE, the largest educational board of the country, or be it any board, you see that more and more skill-based subjects are being introduced, and a lot of stress is laid on vocal education, which has been made mandatory in grades 6 to 8 and so onwards. And even there are so many progressive schools. Like if I talk of our own group school, Superhouse Education Foundation, we have animation, we have robotics, we have Cambridge English, we have smart skills for life, and so on. So I think I've answered my question.
All right, ma'am. Yeah. Also, what I think, AI is playing a very big role in our lives today. So what do you think, is AI going to replace traditional learning methods or not?
See, when we talk of AI, it is first of all very important for each of us to understand what is actually AI doing, right? So if I am to answer this question, so AI definitely cannot replace, but to be at par with the best inclusive practices, to be at par with the best digital tools being used in education. There are so many tools and apps, and there are so many trainings which are being given to educators, and so many trainings which the students are attending. So AI definitely is a very big term, and to be at par with it, it is the need of the hour. The second, we talk of replacement, but yes, you have to update yourself with the requirements of a fast-moving digital world.
Also, ma'am, adding on to it, our school has Kanpur's first STEAM lab also, and what I have seen, students are, getting a spark of curiosity in that lab, working with the tools.
See, that is how you define a successful student.
Exactly.
Right? Skill-based applications and skill-based knowledge is very important now.
Absolutely, ma'am. All right. Ma'am, how should leaders respond to contemporary challenges such as mental health and digital distraction?
Like we do have career counseling sessions, we do have mental health labs, and we do have people, we do call, people from different arenas in the field of education, psychological counseling, career sessions. So even now, if I say talking about my own parents and talking about the kind of parent that I am, there is a lot of difference. Earlier, mental health in these sessions, they were not even spoken about. But then even we as educators, as principals or anyone, we all do openly talk about mental health issues and distractions. So as schools, as colleges now, all of them are aiming at a well-balanced, holistic approach to education in which we do count these mental health and career counseling sessions which you're asking me.
All right, I'm very well noted, ma'am. Ma'am, what personal leadership lesson has most influenced your approach to education?
Okay, leadership lesson
Yes.
is that a leader, herself or himself, must keep growing, must keep learning. If I talk about my own self, then I am an MA, B.Ed and a PhD and a doctorate in history. And I have 8 to 9 journals published in national international journals. My book, I've also authored a book, and then I have so many international collaborations. I have visited UK, I have worked with the British Council, and even now, since I'm heading one of the prestigious schools of Superhouse Education Foundation, which is Allenhouse Public School, Panki, we have also got our project approved with the British Council. So the question that you asked me was that one leadership lesson, right?
Leadership lesson.
So one leadership lesson which I keep moving in my mind is that I have to keep learning. There is no end to learning.
Okay. I love this mindset, ma'am, actually. All right, ma'am. Finally, how can school leaders balance tradition with innovation in education?
This, I think I've already answered in my questions.
So, ma'am,
But still, as leaders and as educators, when it comes on to balance, not only in education, but even if as a lady in the house, you are being told to balance your house, how you have to run, a very simple basic task. Even in that, if you are not self-managed in your work, you won't be in a position to run your house. Forget about running about any big institution or any organization. So task and time management is very important in balancing and giving the students a holistic approach.
Absolutely, ma'am. We learned a lot of insights from you. Thank you so much. This was Soulcast. Until we see you next time.